Greetings, greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and today, oh man, usually we try to get kind of started, usually on time, right about 8 o'clock or so, but you know what, OBS is kind of, sometimes it might be a POS sometimes, but I don't know. I started up OBS and it just like kept crashing on me for some reason. I don't know why. So I was like, all right, we're not going to do the show tonight. I don't think it's going to work or anything like that. I can't get the software to work. So what's going on? It finally decided to work for me for whatever reason. I don't know. Magic hands, something like that. Magic claws, really. Finally works. So there you go. Sorry about it being late. I tell you what, one thing after the other today. My audio recorder went out, trying to get all this stuff working, just kind of crashed some other stuff. So, oh my goodness, OBS might be on its last legs here for Bear because it just, it just doesn't work. And that's what you want to do when you first start off your show, is just to kind of talk about all the stuff that went wrong. Anyways, it's good to have everybody here, and enjoying on a Saturday evening. Yes, indeed. We've got the cock of the walk. That's right. Actually, let me kind of show it here real quick. Just very briefly. Let me see if I can click on there. There we go, because we've got the Rooster book in today. So actually, we did a box opening earlier. That was what Bear was trying to work on, and was trying to get that up and upload and everything, and then the OBS stuff happened, and I tell you what, it just kind of screwed up and everything. But we'll actually do a box opening a little bit in just a few minutes here. But yeah, we've got the Red Rooster to talk about. That's why we called it the cock of the walk. Love that. So there's your rooster right there. It's not red, but anyways, black and white, I suppose. So anyways. All right, well, hey, you know what? Enough of this jibber jabber. Let's just kind of get right on into it. Let me move this around because we've actually got some news to talk about just real quick while we get a couple more people in here, and we'll do the box opening and all that fun stuff. But first, let's just kind of get up into it. Let me find it here. We don't always talk about news related or current events or politics or anything like that. But actually, you know what? That's why you actually watch this show. Not necessarily for current events, but what the current events are going to be in the future. That's right. I mean, we talked about the other week. It was going to be mask-free May Day on May 1st. Bear was saying, all right, masks. Let's get rid of those masks on May 1st there, and you know what? Sure enough, 2 weeks later, boom! Hey, you don't got to wear masks anymore. It's all right. It's all good. Hey, you know what? Bear is ahead of always ahead of the curve here. So, hey there, P Money. Marco for Anthony is in the background somewhere. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, let me get right on into it here, so we can kind of get to the box opening. But I just wanted to kind of cover something here real quick. Let me get out of that and do this. And there we are. We're actually talking about this website called Just the News. That's a good website. Let's see. John Solomon. I used to be with, I believe, the AP and some of the other places. Actually, one of the big people that was breaking the whole Russiagate situation there. Him and I think Sarah Carter, and there might have been one other person there as well. But anyways, he's got a website out there, Just the News. So check that out. Actually, this isn't John. This is Solomon. This is Who would this be? Sophie Mann. So there we go. There we are. He says, an audit team sent to conduct forensic examination of the 2020 election. That's right, you two. We're going there. We are going there. It results in a tiny town called Windham, New Hampshire. Started the process off well enough on Tuesday, but by Wednesday, they hit a major snag. The live stream cameras that had been broadcasting the audit room around the clock went offline for close to 90 minutes, potentially obscuring any problematic intervention. That's right. I mean, they just happened to, they just went offline, no big deal. Nothing to worry about here. The team decided Thursday morning to re-inspect the ballot machines on camera in an attempt to maintain observers' faith in the process. Yeah, you kind of need that when you inexplicably cut off for 90 minutes. They needed to determine whether the machines had been tampered with overnight. When cameras mysteriously went down. Oh, Bears news we could just call just the Bear news. There we are. I like that. I do. All right, with the county focused on the election audit in Maricopa County, Arizona. Well, that's something else to check out, although I don't know if we're allowed to say that on YouTube. In early headlines about election night troubles centered on cities in Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. So it comes as a small surprise that the idyllic New England town of Windham, where Republicans ultimately won each of the races now being inspected, also now finds itself under scrutiny for possible election night machine malfunctions and numbers that just don't add up. What? Not in 2020? Oh my God, that can't happen. I can't believe that. Well, the audit is focused solely on tiny Windham, estimated population 14,853. I wonder how many bears are there. That would be kind of interesting to find out. The results could have statewide repercussions, as the AccuVote, quote-unquote, AccuVote machines used in the town are the only vote-counting machines approved for use in tiny little New Hampshire. The goal of the audit is to review the 2020 election results in hopes of finding an explanation for the significant discrepancies uncovered during a hand recount conducted in mid-November at the request of one of the Democratic candidates for the New Hampshire House of Representatives. That's got to be just a great gig right there. The New Hampshire House of Representatives. I'm sure that's fun work. According to the election night tally, Democrat candidate Christy St. Laurent fell short of winning her seat by just 24 votes. But after a hand recount conducted by the Secretary of State on November 12th, St. Laurent's deficit widened significantly from 24 votes, it's saying 0.005% of the vote, to 420 votes. That would be 9.6% of the votes. The results of the race were unchallenged, but the recount showed that each Republican on the slate had been shorted just by a minor 300 votes, and the votes for St. Laurent had been overcounted by 99 votes. So we continue. Windham's New Hampshire election results. I'm not sure what's going on there. Windham election moderator Betty Dunn has maintained that any election day discrepancies are not tied to the operation that she helped oversee in early November. No. Following the hand recount, Dunn said, until and unless it's proven, it's got to be proven that the town officials made a mistake. No, they couldn't have made a mistake. I think with all the time and effort and support, there's too many ands here. Come on, lady, this is a run-on sentence. I think with all the time and effort and support and the number of public officials who you all put your faith and trust in, we ought to begin with the premise that we did our jobs and we did it well. I think that's a terrible premise. Maybe one day Bear will be given the right to vote. Actually, Bear voted many times in the last election. I mean, he's there. Finally went to sleep, about 2-3 in the morning, and then all of a sudden, hey, Bear, wake up! We need a whole bunch of more ballots there in Georgia and Pennsylvania. He's like, I don't even vote. I barely vote in Florida. I mean, I voted 20. A lot of people ask, why are Bears allowed to vote? That would be a very good question. In mid-April, New Hampshire Republican Governor Chris Sununu. What is this like? It's like nepotism here. Wasn't there another Sununu there? Anyways, Governor Chris Sununu signed a bill authorizing a forensic audit of the District 7 race in Windham. The bill was unanimously passed by the state Senate, denoting the bipartisan desire of the elected body to get to the bottom of Windham's election discrepancies. The audit team is comprised of Philip Stark, a professor of statistics at the University of California, Berkeley. Oh, yeah. Mark Lindham, an acting director of verified voting. I'm sure that's totally legit. And Harry well, that's a name. And Harry Hursty. Interesting. A computer programmer. They are overseeing a multi-step process initiated with the bags and boxes of ballots being delivered to the audit location on Thursday. The audit begins with a physical count of the ballots that includes tagging of each ballot with a unique marking in order to confirm an exact figure. Why didn't you do this originally? I mean, come on. I mean, how many people? It's like 18,000 people? Come on. Can't be that hard. The ballots, will all be imaged to ensure that a backup copy exists. I wonder why we didn't do that in the past. Then they will be run through the AccuVote quote-unquote machines used in Wyndham in November. The next step is an audit of the machines themselves, which will entail imaging of all the data and memory of each machine, card, and scanner. The programming of all 4 machines, these are only 4 machines, will be inspected to make sure that they are the same. And finally, the characteristics of the physical ballots will be inspected, including the ink used and the state of the ballot. Why can't we just have this done by hand? I don't know. Oh, P. Money says, then tell the Canadian polar bears to vote more. That's true. Well, once again, I mean, Bear is a one vote, kind of a one issue voter. We got to get rid of that. Got to get rid of that pesky Second Amendment. That's, got to fight fair, humans. Come on. Following the November 3rd, 2020 election, vote tallies recorded by 3 of the machines show results that closely approximate each other across all races, including the presidential. But on the remaining machine, remember, there's only 4 machines, the percentages received by the Republican candidates are closer to the percentages received by the Democrats on all the other machines, and vice versa. The numbers appear to be flipped. In the presidential race, for example, on machines 1, 3, and 4, the results of the major party candidates were as follows, and it shows it here. Trump, Biden, 57 and 40, 56 and 40, 57 and 40. So, I mean, it lines up pretty good. But on machine 2, the results was Biden 55 and Trump 42 for just some odd reason. I guess all the Democrats just decided to vote on machine 2. I mean, listen, I mean, you want to pick your even or odd machines, and, I mean, a lot of them are kind of odd. So there you go. So they just kind of went with machine 2 for some odd reason. It doesn't really make much sense, but there you go. Machine 2 also appears to have recorded a significantly higher overvotage percentage than the other machines. The hand recount in November, which they should have done in the first place, did not account for the machine patterns outlined above, but the hope is that the forensic audit will. Yes, indeed. Prior to beginning of the forensic audit on Tuesday, Mark Linderman said that the fact pattern he and his team have been brought on board to assess seems unusual, if not unprecedented. 4 machines being audited are AccuVote optical scanning systems, which were manufactured by Global Election Systems Incorporated. That doesn't sound spooky at all. Which was ultimately acquired in 2010 by Dominion Voting Machines. Dominion owns the intellectual property of the AccuVote machines and his related election management system, but did not manufacture the machines being used in New Hampshire. Well, you don't need to manufacture the hardware. All you got to do is kind of change some of the software in between there. Isn't that right, Dominion? Dominion Voting Systems. Come on out. Come on after Bear. All I got is salmon, but come on. AccuVoting machines are the only legal ballot counting technology in New Hampshire. That's strange. Very strange. You'd figure that they would have maybe, I don't know, hand counting maybe, just to make sure that the AccuVote machines are actually accurate. Anyways. And were used in all towns and city in the state except those that opted to hand count ballots on election night. I wonder which one came out more accurate in the AccuVote system. Any problems found in these voting machines could thus have implications for the 2020 elections results statewide, including the presidential contest, in which Biden defeated Trump by 52% to 45% in the official toll. Well, hold on just a second, because it just happens to be that Biden on machine 2 won by 55.6%, and Trump lost by 42.2%. That's really odd. I mean, that's really odd. The audit team has until May 27th to complete the project. No hurry, no rush. Despite the mysterious circumstances the audit ran into on Wednesday night, Hursty, what was his name? Harry Hursty, said that he's, quote, more confident than usual that we can have a good, conclusive explanation following the audit, though he never guarantees an outcome. I wonder what that conclusive explanation could be. Bear, don't make me do math. I can't do math either, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, but it's kind of odd that the same percentages came up statewide that just happened to be in the machine that was kind of questioned there in the one town. Kind of odd. While it may be an overstatement to say the whole world will be watching Wyndham, it's clear the most famous residents of Palm Beach, Florida will be. He says congratulations to the great patriots of Wyndham, New Hampshire, for their incredible fight to seek out the truth on the mess of election fraud that took place in New Hampshire and in the 2020 presidential elections. Looking forward to seeing the results, wrote President Trump earlier this month. That's right. That's interesting. So, Dominion voting machines have kind of an issue here with one of their machines there, but no worries. I mean, look, it's completely. This was the most transparent and upstanding election that we've ever had. And if it wasn't, well, Bear will probably be kicked off of YouTube for saying these things because, gosh, I don't know. They might be the truth. Might be, something that, kind of like the mask thing that everybody was talking about. 2 weeks ago we said, take off the masks. Hey, you probably would have been banned for YouTube for that. But now, hey, I mean, it's all good to go. So, good stuff there. Good stuff. All right, enough of that. Enough of that, people. Go back to the cock of the walk here because we're actually going to be talking about something important here. Actually, we tried to do a box opening here today of Red Rooster. Actually, we did do the box opening, but somewhere along the line, for whatever reason, it decided to crap out on Bear, so he wasn't able to publish it right away. But if you guys actually want to, we can. I can play that video for you, so we can do a quick box opening here, and you actually might find some stuff here that might be kind of interesting here. So if not, we can kind of continue on. But if you guys wanted to, we can do that. Let me see. Let me go back to the thing, where you do the thing. There we are. So here it is. Here it is right here. This is my little Oh Boy Chicken book. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Actually, we were going to do do it live, but decided to kind of do it as a video itself. Haven't done too many videos lately, so kind of wanted to put that up and kind of break up the pattern just a little bit. Sure, go ahead, says P Money. All right, well let's go ahead and try this. Oh, it'll save Bear's voice here. Yes, indeed. All right, let me see if I can get it going here. Let me know if it's too soft or anything, and I'll try and turn it up here. All right, let's go here. Let's push play. There we go. Yeah, you might be right there, Mark. All right, can you guys hear this? It's in and out. Okay, let me turn it up. No sound. Can't hear me. Okay, all right, hold on 1 second. Let me see. Let me pause this. 1 second. Let me see if I can bear with Bear here for a second. All right, so you can probably hear me, but you can't hear the video. So 1 second. Where did it go? Where did it go? Not it. Oh, there it is. There. All right. Let me see if this will work. All right, let me start it again. Just let me know if you can't hear anything.
Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. We're here, 29 year veteran of the woods, and today, oh boy, long-awaited package here.
White noise. Okay.
Get right on into
Pause.
it.
All right. Sorry. Okay. Let me. All right. Well. Okay. So I'm gonna play it, but it might play it back on through my speakers here. Hold on. Oh, now he's saying it's good. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me put it back in. Do the thing and thing. There we go. All right. Let me know if it's too loud or too soft or whatever. I can't hear it, so I need to find.
Finally got
a pair of headphones. 1 second.
The Rooster book, yes indeed. The Red Rooster books. Got this in the other day, and go ahead and just get right on into it. We waited all this time to get on into the. Finally get into.
Hopefully this.
Red Rooster books. Without further ado. With the old trusty knife here. The bear claws here, but not what they used to be here. Use the old knife here. Nemesis the tape here. Nemesis.
Because it's going through the thing for the thing. Oh my gosh.
The trash cans when all of a sudden, the postman comes up.
Peanut Money demands the themes.
A little Timmy McTimerson is here.
Bear. Boxer.
There we are. Probably took the long way around.
All right. I can't hear what's going on, so you guys just let me know if it's working for you or not.
By horseback. Decided to take the long way around. That's all right. We finally got to the books. Let's just dive right on into it. Finally dive right on into it. All right. Well, there we are. Well, it's not really kind of. I suppose sort of a Gemini mailer, but it's not really kind of put in there very well or anything like that. In fact, if I see here on the corner, it's actually kind of damaged. So bear with Bear for just 1 second here.
Hey, that's a function of the microphone that Bear's using. That's all. It makes Bear sound more bearly.
After all this time,
is barely a word? Barely could be barely a word.
Quick, because we've got not one,
like manly.
One, but 2 books. 2 books to show you people here.
Oh, it's coming, P-Money. It's coming.
But look at here. Look at there. See it? Look at there. It got damaged in the corner. I mean, because it wasn't really, placed in the package very well. So I bet you it kind of bounced around. Especially when Bear got to it and scared the postman. Got a damage on the corner there. Not the best packaging there. Not the best packaging. Are. 2 stickers there. Actually, we got 2 books here. So let's go. Oh, hey, look at here. Look at there. Got a nice little pin.
Okay, it looks like it's recording or playing. I can't. All I see is the.
What does it say?
All I see is the visuals.
It says Odo. Aurora. Odo Aurora. There we are. I don't know what that means, but there you are. And then you've got the second book here. There's the second book, which, of course, actually got, not as bad, but look at there. It's still got a little bit of a damage when it kind of got shook around in the box here. So, a little ding on there. Ding on both of these books here.
Oh, I'll give him a tip. You need to bring more salmon, Postman. Come on.
Saints?
Leave him a tip.
A promo thing. Another book that we're coming out with. So there's that. Anything else in the box? Nothing else in the box, but yeah, like you said, there was kind of a Gemini mailer sort of deal, but it was just kind of placed in the box, just kind of placed down, inside the box like that. So it kind of got shooken around like
yeah, so it wasn't secured. It was like bouncing around in the back.
Somewhere where it got lost. why it goes from Arkansas north to Memphis and then back down to Florida. I don't know. I don't know. We could have just kind of walked it over and would have gotten there quicker. But, that's all right. That's all right. Here or there. That's a neat little box. Interesting. All right. Let's get right on into it. One book and two books here. Two books there. You've got this little pin. And of course the, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not showing it on screen here. We've got the cards. There. And of course the Saints thing that he's talking about.
Yeah, well, I got in a fight with a bear, or with a gator.
Check out the book.
Kind of hurt.
Oh my gosh, we've been waiting.
Especially the little thumb claw there. Really hurt, I tell you what.
Here it is, May of 2021.
But Bear got the best. Bear got the best of that gator.
Took a little bit. It took a little bit. Even when they finally got the book finished and everything, it was still like there was some issue with it being stuck somewhere, and then of course you got it sent out, and then it got it was like 500 or something like that.
I did like that it was in the self-sealed one rather than just straight taped up there, but it had no backing in there, so that was kind of a letdown a little bit there.
Get into this for you good people. They got this claws on the Red Rooster. You gotta check it out here. Shake it out. Shake it all out. Sure. That. I don't really see a backing on here, so that might be another thing. But there we go. There's a sticker for you, and two stickers. Two stickers. I think this is the Allegiance Arts, and that's the Red Rooster sticker. And you get the. Let's see, what is this? What could this be? This is a poster.
Well, I mean, you saw where it got damaged, so I mean, it's. I wish there was a little bit either backing or like something in there that wouldn't cause it to kind of shake around. That would have been better. This campaign, I tell you, it's cursed. Cursed, I tell you.
Tireless companion, inter-rascal. Why a dog needs to be a bear, dang it. Or maybe the bear's the villain. Who knows? Who knows? We haven't read the book yet. Very briefly. Bear with me. He tries to open the page with his claw here. Anyway, some kind of behind-the-scenes stuff there. Little doodling along the way there. So I guess this is this is like the sketchbook, if I'm not mistaken. So there's that. And then we've got, I believe this is a poster. A poster of the Soda Girl. I can't remember her name. It's been so long. I've forgotten some of this stuff. But the Soda Girl that they have here.
I do like the poster though. It was a good poster.
I forget who got this original art. But, I believe somebody got this original art. And, whoever did, you did a really good job. So,
you can use your claws to turn pages, but not open packages. That's true. That's true. That's where you got the knife. Actually, it's pretty hard to turn pages too. Not that easy. Claws are made for cutting, not really opening pages.
You can see lots of the oh, dang it! There is my headset. Oh, you can see some of the sort of water.
But yeah, it was a good poster. I like this poster.
I actually kind of like this. It's actually a nice, neat little poster. So, all right, let's get that off to the side because we've got the main attraction.
Wish there was two though. I mean, you only get the one. You get two books, but only one poster.
Demanding, forlorn about. But yeah, look at there. There's the bear hasn't even barely got into it. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know if you say, hey, you know, it got damaged. I get another book, and it's another 2 to 3 years before you get your book again. The one thing that Bear noticed, I've seen one or two of these box openings before, where this is kind of, I don't know what you would call it. It's kind of a cover for the book, kind of a dust jacket, I suppose. But
who's the artist on the? I'm not sure who the artist. I think it was Mitch. It might have been Betty. I'm not sure. I think she colored it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
Do this in a hardcover. I'm kind of,
Dwellbackers get the poster, or just the ones who bought two. I don't know. Bear had to go back and double check and see what he got because it's been so long. I don't know. I think the $35 one didn't get the poster, which is a shame. which is a shame. It was, yeah, I think it was Mitch, and I think Elizabeth colored it, if I'm not
I'm sorry,
mistaken.
people, it's not focusing. But anyways, it's sort of damage there.
But yeah, I would assume so. I mean, it has the same style and everything, so I don't think it was a separate artist.
There's the book.
But yeah, it's too bad that not everybody got the poster. It was a good poster. Ah, here you go, P Money.
Signed by
There you go.
Thank you very much for signing. Appreciate that, but I'm actually looking for the. Here for 1 second here. Oh, it's claws. Let me just start looking. Bear with me for 1 second. Yeah, so it's not. You're supposed to get a sketch. You're supposed to get a sketch somewhere, and it's not on that book, so I'm not really sure what's going on with the.
Yeah, I thought the colors were outstanding in this. They did a really good job with the colors. Haven't went through all of it. Kind of want to compare it with a little bit of the other books, but yeah, they did a really good job.
Anyways, got 2 books, so one of these obviously going to go to the.
At least with the colors. At least with the colors.
The other kids to check out. That's what Bear does. So, you know what? Just kind of looking at this kind of right away, it looks a lot better than the PDF that came out. So I would imagine that this got touched up a little bit because what happened was Red Rooster came out, and then it came out as a kind of a single issue in Walmart. So some of the backers, you could back kind of the Allegiance Arts packs. The very first edition of Red Rooster came out, and you can check out when it came out. It's the second book, which you were able to see as a PDF, but it was it looked a little bit rough. It looked a little bit kind of rushed, just a little bit. So I'd like to be able to compare some of that stuff.
Yeah, she did. In fact, I thought it was like Kelsey's coloring at first, but no, it was. I think it was. I'll have to. Let me double check. Hold on 1 second. Let me find out.
Really getting.
Let me find out. That would be.
Up there. Yeah. Anyways, interesting.
Yeah, colorist Elizabeth Breakwater.
Damaged in the corner because it wasn't placed in the packaging or wasn't placed in the box.
Kelsey Shannon did art assist. I don't know what that means, but there you are.
You know, you figure after maybe 2 to 3 years of waiting, well, Bear doesn't recommend tape, but some sort of way of securing the book there so it doesn't. Fans are waiting for almost 3 years. What can you do? What can you do? Let's see, because it was supposed to come as sketch. So let's see if this one is sketch. Bear with Bear for 1 second. As he gets it out. Gotta use his teeth. Alright, so we've seen all the stuff in there. We've seen all the stuff, the poster and all the other stuff. So don't need to do a repeat of that. Actually, there's only one poster. One poster. That was the sketchbook there. Or no, wait, this is the. Yeah, okay. So there's only one poster. Only one poster. You get 2 books. You get 1 poster. And, oh, there we go.
There you go, P Money. You can see another signature there. Oh, that's gonna take a second.
Pretty cool. Looking at you saying, yeah, I know the books are a little bit bent. What are you gonna do about it? What you gotta do about it? Alright, well, anyways, so 1 book came sketched, unsketched. This one will probably go to the local library. Keep this one for himself because it's got a nice little sketch on there. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate that. I would say go check out.
Everyone says Ritter is the best, but honestly, P Money thinks Liz is the best, and he's not biased at all. No, not at all. Not at all.
There we are. We've got the poster here.
It's cutting in and out on OBS, so I don't know if it's doing that for you guys. I apologize if it is. For some reason, it's like cutting in and out.
Sketchbooks, stickers, 2 books. One sketch in there. You got a little pin in there. So there we are. Here, my kind of hurt. Don't wear too many clothes, you know what I mean? Especially
Okay,
not
what's going
pants,
on
that's for sure. And anyways, you've got
Morning.
got the cards, and nice little. All right, well, finally, finally, oh my goodness, finally get to Red Rooster after all these years. Patiently waiting, I suppose. We're not gonna get into the whole situation there. Might kind of tackle that maybe on a review or maybe a live stream later or something like that. But yes, indeed, we finally get Red Rooster. Bear's kind of interested to check it out. Read the first two chapters, so interested to see what's in the third chapter here. Round out the Red Rooster campaign. So, all right, well there we are, people. Finally, a little bit disappointed that it's kind of damaged there in the corner. But, we're going to be giving that one away, so that's fine. The second one wasn't as damaged, but yeah, again, if you're kind of a new campaign or kind of a new artist out there shipping some of these books, hey, you know what? You got the book done, you've got it all taken care of, you're starting to ship it out and everything. Hey, you're not done just yet. You still got to do a pretty good job of shipping it out and everything. So just make sure you put it in the nice packaging and everything, and make sure it's just kind of secured in there. You never know what the postman's going to run up against. You know, rain, sleet, snow, bears. I mean, you never know. So you want to have that package kind of secured pretty well in there. You want to make sure that so you've done all this work. You spent maybe a year or two.
Marco for Anthony says, get everything in writing. Yes,
doing your book and everything. You don't want to cut corners at the very end there. So that would be kind of a lesson learned from the Red Rooster campaign. That and also making sure that you get it out on time. That's for sure. All right. Well, enough of that. Here's finally got his packages. Might check it out a little bit later and kind of read it. And finally figure out what's going on with Red Rooster. All right. Well, enough of this jibber jabber. Bear's got to head back. All this stuff is made. Hey, Bear.
Yeah.
So he's got to head back into the
pretty good,
woods.
actually.
So until next time, people.
It came out pretty good. Yeah, yes. Another good video. All right, let me see if I can do the thing for the thing. Bear with Bear for 1 second here.
Don't forget that bell for notification.
Bear. Let me click on the thing to do the thing and the thing, and I'll do the thing where you do the thing. So, no, not that one. There we go. There's me. Hello. All right, let me go back to this. So I can click out of that. Bear with Bear for 1 second here. 1 second. All right, let me get out of this. Get out of that. You do the thing. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video there. I was trying to upload it and get it finished and everything, and it just kind of crapped out on me. All right, let me do the thing. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay. Can we hear? Let's see. Why is it so low? I don't know why it's so low. Let me turn it up. All right. Oh, that's a little too loud. Okay. All right. Sorry, everybody. And the joys of trying to work with OBS, aka POS. All right. Let's see. Still frustrating to promise backers. A third. That's right. It was supposed to be. Who is it supposed to be? It was one of the writers, right? I'm looking through here. Mark Pellegrini. Was it Mark? Was it another writer? Or they had to get rid of him halfway through? I don't know. There was something kind of odd about that. I didn't follow the entire saga, what was going on with it. But there you are. Get that out of the way. No, don't do that. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me do the... Click out of that. And you click onto there, because there it is. There it is. A little bit of Red Rooster, which of course will show just real briefly here. You guys saw some of the damage, like it kind of got bounced around or whatever in the box. It just, I don't know. It wasn't, Bear doesn't recommend tape or anything like that, but it just was kind of flopping around in there. So, anyways, it was, let's see if I can get it here. People, let's see, can we see that? it kept getting out of focus for Bear. So, anyways, it's got kind of ding there on the corner there, if we can see it. So, anyways, that was kind of disappointing. The other thing was, I thought, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but thought that it was going to be a hardcover, and it's kind of a, I don't know what you would call that, a regular cover, I suppose. It was fine, but yeah, I mean, after all this time, after all this stuff, oh, we're with Walmart, yada, 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 it was a soft cover, so it was a little disappointing. Damaged in there as well, so that was kind of a downer. I didn't mind so much it being only one head sketch. I thought it was going to be two. Again, like I said, what was that? Back in, I think it was August or September or something like that. Back in 2018. So Bear's got to remember like 2 years ago. Bear barely remembers like the food that he had last week. So I mean, that's kind of a hard thing for Bear there. But yeah, anyways, I mean, pretty cool. And then you also got this sort of what is it? Kind of like a sketchbook or something like that. Oops, I'm giving away my secrets here. Don't. There we go. Never mind what's behind the curtain. But yeah. Anyways, it's got kind of the I don't know, the pre stuff that they were talking about there. So it kind of sketches and whatnot. What do they call this? A sketchbook. A 2010 to 2018. So he's been working on this for 21 or 11 years. Holy cow. Well, wow. It's a long time. So anyways, some interesting stuff if you guys didn't get that. But there it is. I kind of like this one. That's pretty cool. Sort of. I do enjoy the watercolor look of it. It is completely different than a lot of the stuff that people are putting out nowadays. Get on there. Dang it. Gosh darn it. I'm trying to not show behind the scenes. There we are. It's shiny. Dang it, Bear. Screw it. All right, anyway. So, yeah, got that. And then also the poster. But you only got one poster. I really wanted two. I mean, you figure you get to book. I mean, how much does it cost to put a poster in there, for crying out loud? And the poster was one of the best parts. So I don't know who I think somebody got that as original art piece. If I recall, if it wasn't on Ethan's channel, it was on Mike's channel where they were doing the auctions, and somebody got a good deal on that. I think they had her color it as well. So that was pretty good. Not really sure. I think that they should have offered two cards. They only did the one card. Although you got the two, again, you get the two stickers, but you only get the one Allegiance. Not that I'm going to put it up or anything like that, but you only got the one Allegiance Arts, and then you get this little kind of button here. What does it say? It says, I don't know. It's too tiny. I felt like this should have been a much larger button than what it was, because it was kind of tiny there. So, they were talking about, oh, you're going to get the little metal whatever. And it's like, oh boy. And it's like, not so much. Kind of a little small there. So anyways, screw it. The campaign is done. Well, hold on. Let me put an addendum to that, because let me find it here. 1 second. There it is. So we got this. Let me click off there. There we go. So we actually got this the other day. Fulfillment update number 4. Hello, Red Rooster backers. We have begun shipping packages to our international customers. There you go, P-Money. Except for a handful of orders that require original art. All domestic orders have been dropped off at the post office. Well, just because they've been dropped off. Anyways, as fulfillment winds down, I wanted you all to know how much we appreciate all the kind words, posts, and unboxings, that's right, that Red Rooster customers have been sharing. It means a lot to us. Your enthusiasm for the final product I wonder how much enthusiasm, has made all the blood, sweat, and tears worthwhile. Thank you. I wonder how much blood he sped. I don't know. That said, the dang postal system, it's always somebody else's fault, is experiencing major delays in some of their sorting facilities, particularly with media mail. Well, that's kind of interesting because, in the past couple of weeks, we've gotten We've gotten what else did we get? We got Shadow Sentry, and we also got although it's a little bit different, but we also got the Cyberfrog coloring book, and they all came through the mail. So while most customers are receiving their packages expeditiously, I wouldn't use that word at all. We were told that some packages could take 6 to 7 weeks to arrive, especially if they went through the dreaded Memphis sorting facility. Fortunately, most quote-unquote stuck packages are moving in under 3 weeks. So, I mean, hey, 3 years, 3 weeks, 3 months, whatever. P.S., and this is terrible. I wouldn't have done this at all. This is just... You need to just do the fulfillment update. If you're telling people, yeah, you got your books and everybody else is getting their books, but yours, because it went through Memphis, because they're a bunch of hillbillies up there, apparently, 6 to 7 weeks to arrive. So, whatever. And then you go on to your newest title, The Saints, will be launching on Indiegogo on May 25th. You don't want to do that in another fulfillment. I mean, actually, they did. They had another email, and it was talking all about the Saints, so leave that entirely off. I mean, they haven't really done a great job of doing updates and fulfillment stuff, so I wouldn't have put that in there. Let's see. Artist Christian Risando is crafting an incredibly beautiful book, and the script by Mike Barron is full of pulse-pounding adventure. I'm inviting you all to join us on our pre-launch page. Sign up today and receive a 10% discount on the Saints swag pack. Thank you. And it shows some artwork. There's the artwork for it, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it and anything, but you're telling the same people that, hey, you're out of luck 6 to 7 weeks. If you're lucky, 3 weeks. And buy the book. Get it on the pre-launch page. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I've got the same damage when my Jawbreakers 1 arrived. Well, listen, Jawbreakers 1 was kind of a brand new campaign. This isn't to make excuses or anything like that, but that was a brand new campaign. We've had about 2.5 years worth of experience to kind of figure out, how to send packages and whatnot. And all Mitch had to do is kind of pick up the phone. Hey, how should we do this, or whatever. And yeah. So let's see. Got the same damage when my Jawbreakers 1 arrived. I'm sorry about that, P-Money. International. Hope I'm included in that list, unless it goes through Memphis. The Saints is launching on May 25th. Yikes, I'm nervous to see how well that does. I bet you it will do about as well as the first edition of the paperback Red Rooster. They had let's see, they had Bass Reeves, they had Red Rooster. They had Norris Saga, and then the other one. What was it? The Futurist. I don't know. The other two were great. I thought Bass Reeves and of course Kelsey Shannon, but I thought Bass Reeves and Norris Saga was great. In fact, Bear actually picked Norris Saga as one of his top picks there. But yeah, I don't think. I think a lot, like, for instance, I mean, Bear isn't one of the ones that went out and was, totally ragging on Red Rooster. I, think we did a pretty good job here of, hey, let's wait and see. Let's finally get it in our hands, and let's see what we got. Well, we got it in our hands, and it came in a loose box, and it was damaged in the corner. So, I mean, hey, Not really a complaint there. It's, you guys had, and for crying out loud, I mean, it was like, what was it? They had to, like, wait for the car to get from somewhere, like the printing facility up to their place, and that took a couple weeks, and then this and that and whatever. What disappoints Bear the most out of all of this, and like he said, Nora's Saga, one of the great comics books that's came out so far. If you link that in with the Allegiance Arts and how late Red Rooster was and all the just general complaints that people had, they might be legit, they might not be legit, but general complaints that it rubs off. So your main book there, your main title, let me go back to it just so we can see it here. Your main book, your main title, Red Rooster and it's a bad look on the other books that are coming out. So that's going to rub pretty raw on the Saints. And I think I think who said that? Oh, P Money. I think you're right. I think you're right to be nervous about how well or how not well that might be doing. But hey, Mitch, you know what? You got your Walmart. You got your Walmart. So hey, maybe it's gonna pick up there. We'll see. We will see. That will be kind of the thing. Whether or not, I don't know if they release the sales numbers through Walmart or anything like that. But it'll be interesting to see how well it does in Walmart versus how well it does crowdfunding. Because I mean, legitimately, a lot of people have some complaints about that. Bear's complaint was, it just came in kind of damaged, and you'd figure after all this time that. I think more and more, some of this stuff, I kind of, poo-pooed it just a little bit there about some of the, what was it, the honeycomb box, and they did, I think Uncle E was doing something kind of like he calls it an executive briefcase. I think it's just kind of a lunch pail, but you know what? I mean, some of that stuff, I mean, that prevents, drops or something like that. You never know what's going to come through the woods for the postman. So, I think that's looking a lot better. Or if not, if you're, kind of a, kind of starting out artist, trying to do all that sort of packaging and everything, just look at what's kind of went right and what's kind of went wrong with some of the campaigns and kind of figure out, hey, like for example, we got that was the other one. Monster MD came in. He had an issue with one of the pins. It was sticking into some of the books. So they changed it up just a little bit and added a little bit of, I think he put it into a bag and stuck it on the outside of the kind of front flap as soon as you open it up there to prevent it from impacting the book. And really, I mean, Bear doesn't like tape at all. But it was very well packaged in there. It didn't shift. None of the books came damaged. None of the previous books came damaged. This is pretty much, gosh, I'd have to go back and double check some of the stuff, but. It's pretty rare to get a damaged book. Foreign agent. That it kind of the same thing. It kind of came dinged on in the end, but that actually the box. I mean, you could actually see the physical, probably where the postman dropped it, running away from Bear, but it got dropped on the corner, so it did impact the book itself. I thought it was a good book from Narwhal, so I'm not going to complain about it or anything like that. But you're waiting 2.5 years for a book, and then it comes in damaged. I mean, that's just not a very positive thing. So I'm wondering how many people actually got sort of damaged or something like that. In fact, you can kind of see on some of the other ones, like here we've got. I mean, it went through a lot of it, so it wasn't just the book. It was like the. You can't really see that very well, but it got damaged there in the corner. Same thing with the poster; it got damaged kind of in that far corner over there. So the second book, a little less. Luckily, the one with the head sketch in there wasn't badly damaged, but you can definitely see where it got bent there and everything. So a little bit of kind of a down thing for that. So that's definitely going to kind of roll off on the Saint, which is bad. I mean, it looked decent. It looked like a decent enough book there, but it's gonna definitely kind of roll off on some of that stuff. So I think, it could be. You don't want to think of the community as being harsh or anything like that, but at the same time, I mean, a lot of people kind of got turned off. I think the best way to kind of describe it, although it's a little bit of a different situation, is kind of the difference between the campaign of Lone Star 2 and Lone Star 3. Now, a lot of that stuff, had that was all inside baseball stuff that we're not going to get into, but we're probably going to see something to that effect. I would assume, and that's not something that Bear's recommending, or please go out and check out the Saints. I mean, it looks like an interesting book and everything, but I think that's going to be kind of rubbing off on some of the Allegiance Arts books or something like that. So, all right, let's see. Norse Saga was actually pretty good. Thank you, P Money. It was. I lost my place here. 1 second. Honestly, I think I'm done with crowdfunding for a while. Mark over Anthony. It's not that bad. I need to get back into some of the campaign reviews, but Beard Zerker was one that looks pretty interesting. Oh shoot, I keep forgetting to. I did the campaign review and keep forgetting to check out that book. I did the same thing with Impossible Stars. I did the campaign review and then the campaign ended, for crying out loud. So that was kind of silly. But yeah, there's a couple out there. Just go back and check out some of Bear's campaign reviews. There's some stuff out there. Let's see. I'm definitely lower than that, but I'll still get anything Gary Shipman puts out. He's been really good to me, and my kids love him. Ah, that's great. Yeah, Gary's doing some good work. The issue that I'm having with the artist right now is for some finished art almost 2 months ago, no artwork and no tracking number after asking several times. I'm in that same boat with you, Marco for Anthony. Once Bear gets that resolved, I'll unleash all the details, but right now I don't want to embarrass anybody. So, in the same boat though, Gary has been very consistent, and let's see, trying to get something from him now. Ooh, there you go. I guess I'll read Red Rooster this afternoon. Probably will donate it after I'm done. Well, that's actually what Bear's going to be doing. He's gonna probably donate the one that's damaged here, and keep the one that has the head sketch there. So that's all right. That's why Bear says, "Hey, get two." Let's see. Ben Henderson's Ravage came to me in real bad shape. Oh my goodness! I haven't seen Ben in a very long time. I think he's kind of went off to other pastures. I'm not sure, but yeah, I haven't seen him quite a bit. Jeez. People are starting to expect a certain standard from these books, and they should. Speaking of which, a book that might never have come out. Let's get to it. Let me do the thing where you do the thing. We're talking about Cash Grab. That's right. I didn't want to show the entire picture there in case there were kids in the room. So, Cash Grab by Cecil Jones. Colors are finishing up. Printing soon. You're still never going to get it, but it will be printed. Quick update. The Cash Grab book has been fully penciled and inked, and the final few pages are being colored by ink spots now. I'll be going to print soon. Ooh. The fan art book and all the stretch goals. Posters, figures, posters. Oh, stretch goals. Yeah, he said posters twice. Posters, figures, posters, etc. It took me a second. Maybe you get two posters. Are all going to print now. I will be shipping them off as soon as I get them in. Oh, that's cool. Scotty Richards is wrapping up Dirtworm Doug. I shouldn't laugh. I mean, you don't want to kind of rag on, but you know what? At the same time, it's always kind of interesting to, when you get the two of them kind of back and forth. It's kind of funny. Honestly, Bear wouldn't have gotten Cash Grab if it wasn't for the Dirtworm trying to cancel Cash Grab because he had the Dirtworm book in there. I was kind of against the Dirtworm book, but once Doug decided to do the cancel campaign, I'm going full in on that. So there you go, Doug. There you go. I hope that worked out for you. As we speak, I made a few missteps that have cost me some time and a little bit of drinking, but I have learned a lot, and I want to thank you all for your supports and your patience. Well, hopefully, you know what? I think Cash Grab, like when they first came out with it, was like right around when Red Rooster was getting the campaign going. So it's kind of interesting that even though Cecil has went through, like, what was it? Nurkish went out and they didn't know what to do with the Cash Grab thing, and then got some other people in and finally rewrote the entire story and did, brand new artists and everything. So, I mean, for a book that's never going to come out, I mean, he's done a lot of work on it. So let's see. Cash Grab is late. Cash Grab. We're never going to get Cash Grab. Come on there. Anyways, that was that. There was another one from Gary, but it was just kind of, showing the channel and everything. So that was about it. So let me just go back here real quick to the thing. Hey, there I am. Look at me. All right, get out of that. Get out of that for a second. Just bear with Bear for 1 second, or neither, because both are acting childish. Yeah. like you said, gosh, this was probably about a year ago now. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. It was about a year ago. Looking at both of the books, I think we were talking about there was a gentleman that was going to do a cover for Doug's Bigfoot Bill 2, and then he kind of, the cancel culture mob got to him, so he kind of ducked out. I forget the artist's name or something like that. I think Doug ended up doing the cover for that. I'm not sure. I never got Bigfoot Bill 2. There was kind of a whole issue with that as well. I thought that was kind of a raw deal. I don't want to get into it too much, but yeah, at the same time, I was like, yeah, I don't fully support, Cecil, because he's got this Dirtworm book out. It's you don't want to go after people like that. I thought that was kind of a raw deal, but when Doug kind of came back and was like, yeah, we're gonna he was trying to get Indiegogo to cancel Cecil. So nah, that ain't gonna, Bear ain't gonna have that. Nah. Yes. Oh yeah, Cash Grab was supposed to be a Cecil Nurkish buddy comedy. Yeah, it was. It was supposed to be, I think, if I recall the correct, it was like a like you said, like a buddy cop kind of comedy where they were trying to solve a murder in like Comicsgate land. So they had all the different Comicsgate people, and they were either going to be suspects or something like that. And Nurkish had his issues there and kind of disappeared from the scene, and kind of left poor Cecil holding the bag there, as it were. And so hey, things like that happen. What can you say? Where are the adults? Where are the adults? I know, honestly, when I see these people's tweet, neither side seems to be like adults. That's why Bear once again recommends that you get off of Twitter, for crying out loud. Why? Why on earth are you people on Twitter, for crying out loud? All right. Very briefly, I kind of mentioned this the last time. I was actually going to kind of play it kind of like what we did here earlier with the box opening. Pardon me, I'm trying to do two things at once. It's hard to do. Bear can barely walk and chew at the same time. So, but one of the things that Bear was talking about very briefly last time was the where is it? Here we go. Finally. One of the things that Bear's doing is going back and going through the It Can't Happen Here series. So one of the things that he wanted to do was put out a sort of, I don't know how you would describe it, kind of I guess the best way to describe it is sort of an animatic. There we are. So anyways, we've got, let me see if I can enlarge it here for you people so you can kind of see what's going on here. So we had basically the screenplay that Bear was doing for the It Can't Happen Here series, and was reading along with it there, so you guys got to see all that, and we were talking about that and everything. Well, later on in the series, this was the very first one that Bear did, but later on in the series started to do a little bit more with the OBS and putting up pictures and stuff like that, but wanted to go back and at least for the very first one, put in some pictures, but the ones later as well kind of fill in that a little bit. So kind of like an animatic sort of deal. So we're putting in a lot of stuff where we're going along with the screenplay here and adding different photographs to it and everything. This is the very beginning. That's Kenji right here. Kenji right here at his home, and they're out there at the sugar plantation and everything. He's chasing the chicken around the yard and everything. So anyway, starting off with some of that. So trying to get that done and get that out to you guys. Maybe hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully out here by Memorial Day. The Hawaii one has just been a pain in Bear's butt here because it's a lot of different pictures. The other one, it's a lot of the Heart Mountain, or some of the later ones, it's the military sort of stuff. So Bear actually got a lot of those pictures, but had to go back and get a whole bunch of stuff. So there's Kenji and his family and everything like that. So went back and is going to kind of do a animatic sort of deal on that. So that would be something to look forward to. Hopefully have that out here on Memorial Day for you guys there. All right, let's see. Guess I'll completely turn off the internet then and go back to writing letters and watching cable television. Yuck. I don't know. All right. Well, anyways, I don't know what that's all about in the chat, but there you are. There you are as far as that. So that's kind of the long and short of what Bear's been doing here as far as trying to do some videos here. And also he's got, you guys saw the box opening here, which is going to look a little bit different on your screen because I tried to shoot this in HDR. Still trying to work with HDR. So it's going through the stream here. So it's not going to show up as HDR or the quality of it or anything like that. But anyways, hope to have that maybe up by Monday or something like that. It takes it a while trying to put up the HDR stuff because I've got to do it in a different format, which Apple doesn't like. It takes forever, and then trying to put it up onto YouTube, which they don't like that, and it converts. So long story short, it takes Bear a while. Sushi, that's right, sushi. So yeah, we'll be seeing a little bit more of sushi here in the future. So definitely check that out. All right, let's see. Let me see how long we've been on here. Oh, about an hour. About an hour plus. I don't know. I hope you guys have been able to tune in with the stream here because it's been kind of in and out. I'm looking at my stream health here and it's like warning, no data. Stream is healthy, warning, no data. So it's kind of went kind of in and out for Bear here. So I hope you guys are able to follow along here. Bear mentioned get it off Twitter, but the drama has already migrated past Twitter onto YouTube, Indiegogo, and other places. Well, not here. Bear's not bringing any drama. I saw something where Twitter is going to start charging like a subscription fee. In one of the features is like there's like a 30-second or like a 15-second thing where if you hit send on your tweet, you can, oh my God, I didn't mean to send that, and undelete or delete, I don't know, remove the tweet that you just sent for the low price of $3 a month. So I mean, there you go. There you go. You can get Twitcher Plus. I think they're calling it Twitter Blue or something like that. So yeah, if you just want to throw good money after bad, there you go. You get Twitter Plus. I wonder if there's like a filter for all the idiots. So you could have a filter or something like that on there. Marco 4 Anthony says this is a good place. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. At least when it works. Sometimes when it doesn't work, Bear gets aggravated quite a bit. So, all right. Well, are they going to be doing the auctions tonight? I don't know if they're going to be doing the Saturday night auctions. I haven't seen Mike do any of this stuff in quite a bit. So I hope. I hope his mom's doing okay. I think I saw him at his house the other day, doing the drawn and quartered. It was kind of boring I gotta be honest. That was kind of a boring show. Bear kind of checked in early and they were doing it wasn't Untouchables. What was the name of it? The Impossibles or something like that. I forget here's the thing. Like if you've got something on Netflix or Hulu or something like that, you know what? Not everybody gets Netflix, and just because it's like the big most popular thing on Netflix doesn't mean everybody's watching it. And even so, Netflix doesn't really release any of their data as far as how many people are watching. So, it could just be kind of a small hit on YouTube or on Netflix where it's just like a couple hundred people or something like that. But I guess if it gets in the right hands of people, the influencers or something like that, it becomes big. But it was, I was watching that, and it's like I have no interest in any of these characters. So Bear checked out and kind of came back later, and the past couple shows have been kind of dull. So I don't know. I don't want to rag on somebody else's channel or show or anything like that. But I kind of looking forward to the auctions coming back. But I don't know if They're gonna do that. Maybe Bear should do. He should auction off his damaged copy of Red Rooster here. Probably get $15 for it. I'm not sure. Ah, yes, indeed. Let's see. D&Q, unfortunately, is not as exciting lately. Yes, I would kind of say it might have to do with a certain co-host, but lips are sealed. Lips are sealed. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm missing a whole bunch. Just need to clear away some of these trees and set up some housing, shopping centers, and a museum. Okay. Never mentioned sushi. The pain is too raw. You know what is raw is sushi. I don't know. Mike hasn't done one in a good while. Then again, he's been helping a family member. Who knows? Well, like he said, I thought he was back at his house, so I don't know. D&Q, unfortunately, yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I've been triggering you lately. Don't trigger anybody. They don't seem to be coming up with the topic until hours beforehand, and that's why I believe the problem is with D&Q. Well, maybe. They need to bring John Malin back. That would solve like 50% of the problems right there, because you need to have. I mean, there's a little bit there, kind of the back and forth between Siege and Mike. That's fun. I like that, but you need, like, the sort of, the baby face and the heel. You need to have the guy in there that's kind of rubbing everybody the wrong way and everything, and that's how it kind of started out, was kind of, the back and forth between the artists. And that was the funnest part. Who cares who won? Or, I mean, people were selling the art on the auctions, and it didn't really matter who came in first or not. It was just kind of bragging rights and that sort of thing. I mean, people that got fourth place in like the auction, or in the D&Q, were getting like top dollar in the auction. So no, I think like you said, a certain co-host, but also, we need to get some different people in there. John Malin, some of the other guys in there as well. Hell, bring Cecil back for a show or two. He was fun. I mean, do some stuff like that. I know Cecil isn't everybody's bag, but come on. I mean, there needs to be a little bit more of a dynamic there, instead of, I'm not gonna, poop on somebody else's channel or anything like that. But need to kind of work some of that out. But yeah, they definitely need to, like they do the what do you call it? The draw along thing. They should have like a poll. Put up a poll, or like at the end of the show, put up a poll and say, okay, let's have 5 different topics, and whatever topics get the most votes, you do that one. Like you said, there could have been a whole bunch of other things that they could have done last week, but they did the Netflix show that they were talking about, which I didn't know anything about. I didn't know, and Bear doesn't know a whole lot about the anime stuff, the manga stuff, but some of those are fine. It's kind of interesting to see some of those, but when you're trying to chase some of that stuff, it's kind of like, like they could have done a whole lot better with the Western theme one. I thought that could have been a little bit more, a little bit better, better done, or something like, or just kind of themes like that, Western or sci-fi, or I don't know, romance. I don't know, but something along those lines. Let's see. The ballot stuffing got old after the first 3 times, in my opinion. Well, look, I mean, that was kind of again, you got to look at what was happening at the time that was going on. And it was kind of a lot of the people that were kind of, now again, Bear does not think that Mike was in the wrong as far as the whole pride as a sin thing. The only thing that was bad was that it was, he used the hashtag of Pride Month. I think if he left that out, he would have been fine. So, YouTube is not experiencing enough video. For crying out loud. For crying out loud. All right, people. It seems like the stream is kind of coming in and out for Bear here. So I think we're gonna probably have to wrap it up here pretty shortly, because let's see. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's see. Thank you, Marco, for Anthony. I appreciate that. They could do even different hosts. Yes, that would be a great idea. They have suggestions drop in Discord, but the public poll would be better. There we go. And True Dat P Money. All right. Well, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm just gonna put this into the chat here real quick. Sorry. What is it? Poor stream health going to sign off. Thanks everybody for showing up. There we go. All right. Well, sorry about that. Stream yes, stream no. Stream yes, stream no. All right. All right. Well, there we go. Sorry for the poor. I don't know what's going on. So, sorry about that, everybody. We're going to go ahead and kind of call it here. Once again, thanks everybody for showing up. If there is an auction tonight, hope to see you guys there. If not, we'll be back next Wednesday, hopefully right around 8 p.m. And we hope to see you again soon.